Welcome to Tech Corner. We are going to look on how to draw nuts and bolts. Remember, nuts and bolts, these are fasteners. They are used in assembly. Now we have different sizes. We have M10, M8 and other sizes. Now to start off, we start with a plan view. So we draw a circle of diameter 2D, where D is our nominal size. Let's say, for example, we are doing an M8, so our D will be 8, so our diameter of this circle will be 16, 2D. So diameter, and then we say 16. Now from here, draw a hexagon. So this is an hexagonal nut. So draw a hexagon, that's polygon, number of sides 6. Now specify the center. This is our center. It's an inscribed. So inscribed in a circle, meaning it's inside a circle. Now we have our hexagon inside that circle, and then we draw another circle which we call a chamfer circle inside this hexagon. Draw up to that point. From here we complete this plan by drawing concentric circles at the center here, which are equivalent to our nominal diameter. The inner one, the small one, our diameter will be 8, and then you offset it at a distance of d over 10, that is 0.8. Offset it. Now with this one we have our plan, which is complete. From the plan we can pick the lines or the figure, the layers that we want them to be darker, so we choose that. So we need this. Now let's dimension. So that's our diameter of our circle, 16. So our radius is 4, but the diameter will be 8. Good. Now let's project lines from our plan so that we can get the front view. Let's project them straight up. So alternatively we can use construction lines. Let me use that one because it's fast. Let's use construction lines, and then we use the vertical ones. So we place one at this and place another one here, another one at the center, this point, and at this point. So the distance, this distance here should be d over 2. So and our d is 8, so over 8 over 2 we get 4. Now from this point, let's draw our front view somewhere here. Now the height will be 0.8 d. Our d is 8, so the height, this height here will be 6.4 millimeters. Now from this corner, project a line to the center here at an angle of 60. So until where you get the angle 60, so you can even measure this. You're going to get 120 degrees. Yeah, good. Now let's bolden some of the lines here again, this one and this one. So because we've bolded the whole construction line, let's draw the lines manually so that we bolden only that section, this section here and this section here. The next step, from this point, now we draw a curve. We draw a curve here. We can use this arc, the 3-point arc. So just pick some distance here. This is the second point, and now our end point will be somewhere here. So we can draw the same at this point here. So I can copy this can copy it. So that is not copying. Now let's again draw it. So same distance like this one, we just approximated the distance. So can zoom in. Now copy this one, copy, and then we have it this end here. So can use the grips so that we can bring it down as you stretch. So let's make them bold. So now this one you've completed the front view of our nut. Now I want to copy the front view. Let me first trim this part, I don't need it. Also this part, I don't need it. Remember, this curve here should be tangential, to this line, should be a tangent. Only that should touch that line at one point. Now let me copy this portion. So still I can trim these parts, I don't need them. I can project them later. Now let me copy this. So and I have it somewhere there. So now what we're going to do, we are going to continue drawing the bolt length and the thread length. So let's rotate this. Let me put F8 on, rotate it. $90, just like that, and project these lines upward. And also the center line. Now this point, I'm going to draw this point. There's a distance here, any distance. So we may not need these two lines. Actually, let me trim the upper part. But we need the center line. So on this line here, the distance should be D, so that is 8, but it's automatic. So once you get that point, I want to draw this line here. Now the width of this washer, now let's say it's a washer one there, it is 0.2 D. So our D is 8, then the width will be 0.2, that is 1.6. Now with this one, again we can bolden. Those parts. So we can still have the other part of our threaded length. So from here, move a certain distance. This is quite big. Move this distance up to that point. And now let's do another line. It's up to this point. So now we can use this. So we can still extend some small distance. And have using polyline to have a curve at this point, or an arc. So hold Control to change the directions. So we can use the grips to stretch it a little bit. Now let's match properties. Let's have it. So this is the approximate method of drawing a hexagonal nut and a bolt. So maybe for dimensioning, let's do some dimensioning. So we say this is our D, which is 8. This is our D, which is 8. Also the bigger circle is 2D. So this distance, the distance is 6.4, which is 0.8 D. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next tutorial.